There's your boy Onyx, and as you can probably tell from the title, I'm gonna do a worst generation tier list. So I actually did a supernova tier list a few months ago. I forget when I did it, but because of the recent chapters of One Piece, stuff that I never saw happen. Well, not never. I didn't expect to happen. Happened. So it changed my perspective a lot on the scaling of how strong the worst generation is or are. And yeah, I was just gonna get to it. Like, so if you guys are interested, I'll post a link for the tier maker. So if you guys want to make your own tier list and you want to post it in the comments and stuff, you can do that. But yeah, let's see. So I'm gonna explain the layout I have. So you got C, which is, I guess, I don't know if I'm gonna put any C. I just found the layout. I just changed the names around when I found this tier list. So S is like the strongest. A is like they're very strong. B is like they're good. C is like they can do more work. They're decent, or they're trash, whatever, because that's the lowest rank. And then there's a rank above S called CHECKERRRR. CHECKERRRR. This is made specifically for the strongest character in One Piece, the true Pirate King. The true Pirate King. So, all right, I guess we could start with Blackbeard. He's number 1 right here. I think Blackbeard is number S rank. He's the strongest technically out of everybody. If you put it in perspective, he's most likely going to be Luffy's endgame villain, and he's been built up to be like the Rocks. If you guys know the Rocks pirate, which was quote unquote what the Marine said Roger's strongest foe, and I guess Blackbeard inherited Rox's, I guess, ambition. I don't know if he wants to just settle for being king of the pirates. His goal is to be the king of the pirates too, but I think he wants even more. I think he wants to rule the whole, conquer the whole world. So Blackbeard is easy S. Okay, now let's go to Drake. Drake. Now this is kind of, I don't know honestly where to place him. He could be either B, A. He could honestly be S because he gets a lot of gas from some people. So he has the Allosaurus, which is a type of like T-Rex, I think, or like a carnivore. I was gonna say dragon. He has a dragon fruit modeled Allosaurus because the dinosaurs are dragons supposedly in the One Piece universe, and he definitely, I feel like, has one of the more stronger dinosaurs. He was one of the what's it called, early Zoans we were introduced to. We saw Lucci and the CP9 people, but Drake, when we saw him in Shabaodi, he had the T-Rex. We thought it was a T-Rex because the Allosaurus, which is, I guess, a smaller T-Rex, but some people like the Allosaurus more. There's a lot of hype around him. He's a secret Marine. He works for a division called Sword, and his father was a Marine that left the Marines, I believe, and he became a pirate, something like that. I guess Drake, people expected the same thing for him, but he became a double agent. He infiltrated Kaido's forces, and he's one of the stronger members, the Toby Ropo. So him just reaching that in a short amount of time, which was 2 years during the time skip, you can say he's very strong. So I'm gonna, just from that alone, I'm gonna put him A. Now we got the GOAT. We got my boy Zorojuro. Okay. So this is kind of tough actually. I won't put Zorojuro at S, but I don't think he's close to Blackbeard's level. I might put Blackbeard and CHECKERRRR, but I'll leave him in S because that's only for one person, the strongest person in One Piece. Okay, Zoro, I'm gonna put A. I think he's a lot stronger than Drake, personally. But just because Blackbeard's on top, it's different. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me create a new one. Create add row below. There we go. So let's make this SS, and then let's make this S. I'm gonna put my boy Zoro S, because I think he's definitely stronger than Drake, but he's not as strong as Blackbeard. Okay, now the strongest character, the true Pirate King. People are thinking Blackbeard's gonna be Pirate King. People are thinking Luffy's gonna be Pirate King. No, no, no. The Joy Boy's will, Gold Roger's legacy is up to him. CHECKERRRR. So now to go back to what Zoro said, right? Zoro did. Zoro has a lot of feats. He beat Pika, who is nothing impressive. He's just been going easy during the time skip. So I think just to scale him, he's definitely, I feel like just from feats, because X Drake, he could actually be stronger than Zoro, who knows? But I think just from the training Zoro's been doing, he's reached a level that he's almost at like Admiral level, or First Commander. I want to say First Commander. I don't think he's there yet, but he's close to First Commander. I'll say he's Commander level right now until he has like a fight against the First Commander. But the hype is there, and the setup is there. Okay, I'll get to Apu later, because I want to talk about him in the end. Hawkins, this character was the most gas shit, because the manga people, bro, Zoro took so many L's. He lost to Bonnie and Shabaodi. Zoro was about to cut, what's it called, the Celestial Dragon. He was about to cut them down for doing some whack shit, but then Bonnie low-diffed Zoro and knocked him out like nothing. And then Zoro lost to Killer. Like Killer, bro, Zoro couldn't even, bro, how Zoro gets hit from behind. Killer was drugged up and he still beat Zoro one hit. Hawkins actually defeated Zoro first encounter. Zoro was trying to escape from him because Zoro was kind of scared of him. But enough joking around. Hawkins is like B to me, if I'm gonna be honest. He might be C. He has not been, his Delphi is very impressive, but I don't think he himself, he's not very strong. This is the difference between like him and X Drake. I think X Drake has a really good Devil Fruit, but he himself, he's trained by the Marines. He was trained by the Marines, and you see, I'm positive he has good arm and hockey, good observation hockey. I don't know if he has Conquerors, but Hawkins, I don't even know what the hell he has. I don't know if he showed he had armor and hockey or anything. He just abuses the luck of his Devil Fruit, so that's usually his go-to. So I got him in B. He's kind of the, he had a lot of hype around him, but he wasn't impressive. Now, Gang Beige, bro. If Beige, honestly, before Whole Cake Island, I thought I would put Beige on the low tier. But I had no expectation from him. He just looked weird to me. He looked like obviously like a mafioso character, but I didn't expect him to be strong. But seeing what he was able to accomplish in Big Mom's arc with his big father was taking hits from Big Mom. He himself had multiple weapons. He had a whole military inside of his body because he has the castle fruit, and he has feats. You could say Hawkins has feet when he summoned the Strawman, but compared to Beige's, Beige summoned a whole freaking castle, was taking hits from every single Big Mom member, including Big Mom, and he got out unscuffed. And now he's traveling the world in the cover stories with his wife, and he found Lola and stuff. So I think this is easily A. I think X Drake's stronger than Beige. I'll put him. Now Roach. Oh my god. This character might get them. Besides, oh my god. Honestly, I think Roach gets the most hype of any other supernova. Any other supernova. I'm gonna have to put him checker. I'll come to him later. Okay, now Luffy, easily S. Maybe SS. I think right now, I'm gonna put him S because I think Blackbeard's still above everybody. Besides Uroge and Apu. But Luffy, he has his gear for it. He's practicing his next level of arm and hockey, where he's able to use the excess energy and like make like pretty much he could use the force or something, where he could use pressure from his hockey, creating air bubbles and stuff maybe. But Luffy is gonna be on some crazy level, and in the end of this arc, Luffy is going to take down a Yonko, maybe both of the Yonkos. I don't know what's gonna happen with Big Mom, but Kaido is definitely going down this arc. So I think it's safe to say that Luffy is S, and maybe when Wano ends, they'll be right here, SS. So for now, I think it's safe to put him at S. Alright, Jewelry Bonnie. I'm gonna put her B. She does have a feat where she defeated Zoro in Shabaodi Archipelago. Like she jumped him and she dropped him. And her Devil Fruit is like the age fruit, I believe. She can change people's age and herself. She has a relationship with Kuma. Maybe she's Kuma's wife, Kuma's daughter, or just Kuma's sister or something. But she's the queen of the I forget the country's name, but it was a country that Kuma was a mad tyrant of. So it was like weddings or something. So she was a widow for many years. So we don't know Bonnie's actual age, but I feel like she's maybe over 100. She might be as old as Dr. Reen. So there's that. And when Akainu was capturing her, I kind of say he was very afraid. Like he sweat dropped on him when he realized that Bonnie had escaped or something. So I'll put her B safely. The only reason I put her kind of low, it's kind of sad to say, is because I probably put her like, she doesn't look like she has a lot of like fighting feats. She's more tactical, if anything, which isn't a bad thing. I think that's the same applies to Hawkins. I just think Hawkins' ability is more useful in battle compared to hers. So I put Hawkins a little above her. I don't even think there's a C tier, to be honest. Well, actually, we'll wait till the end of the video. Now, Killer. Killer, I think, is A. I don't know where to put him. I think Beige might be stronger than him, and Drake might be stronger than him. But it's tough. I think he could actually be stronger than Drake. I think I'll put him in between. So, as you guys know, in Wano, Killer, thanks to Apu's tactics, Killer, Kid, Hawkins were captured by Kaido. Hawkins decided to work with Kaido, while Killer and Kid were getting abused. Killer got abused to the point where they fed him smile fruits without powers, and all he does is laugh. And it pretty much changed his whole personality. He just laughs all day, every day, and he can't control himself from laughing because of the smile devil fruit. So Killer had an encounter with Zoro. He did, in the community's eyes, he did. Him and Zoro went even. But I was trolling earlier, but Zoro definitely beat that nigga's ass. He bodied him. He bodied the crap out of Killer. Low dip. Nah, I'll say mid dip. Because we didn't see the full fight. But Zoro just said, oh, this guy is strong. But it seemed like Zoro was so much more superior than Killer in that fight. And we could say, the thing is, what I give Killer, he was drugged. He wasn't fighting his fullest. He didn't have his weapons. So he could be S tier. But I think A is safe. Because he has the same role as Zoro. Zoro does for the Straw Hats. Killer actually has a bigger role, I feel like, in the Kid Pirates versus what Zoro has. Zoro is the first mate, and if Luffy goes down, he's definitely in like control. He's like, his job, Zoro's job is to protect Luffy. But it seems like Killer's job, he has more of a like a Ben Beckman-esque like position where he actually directs Kid how to act, what to do, because he's like the tactician of their crew. So Killer plays more of like the, and I think he's the chef as well, if I'm correct. So he plays like the Zoro role and the Sanji role. So that's probably why he got a little enough compared to Zoro. He got the Sanji in him. I'm done. But yeah, now Kid. Kid is actually one of my favorite supernovas. I gas him up a lot because I feel like his potential is just there with Luffy. Luffy's obviously going to pass him. He's going to pass everybody eventually, right? But Kid, just from headcanon alone, right? And this recent chapter where Apu attacked everybody, Apu low dipped Zoro and Luffy. Kid was right there, and pretty much Kid's arsenal. I feel like compared to Luffy, Kid is more devil fruit heavy, while Luffy is more hockey heavy. Kid had to survive in the new world without getting trained by Rayleigh, by himself, going through hell. He got his arm cut from Shanks. He got tossed around the new world, Yonko to Yonko. So initially he was teaming up with Apu and Hawkins, so he could take down Shanks. But then Kaido fell from the sky. Apu laid out a trap for him, and then Kid got bodied. Same as Luffy when they faced against Kaido. So I feel like Kid, I won't say he's S. I put him above Zoro for now. I think end of the story Zoro's gonna be stronger than him, but I put him above Zoro just because his ability is just busted, and Zoro's a swordsman, which is metal, right? This type of metal. I feel like, and then Kid has, I'm positive, I can guarantee. Well, I'm not gonna guarantee it. I'm just saying, just from the hype alone and the build up Oda does for him, he's gonna have a move similar to Gear 4. I don't know if he's gonna change forms, but I can see him be like Douglas Bullet and become like a mech or something. Or I don't know, man. There's so much high expectations from Kid. But yeah, I put him right below Luffy. And now Law. Okay. Some people might be upset because Zoro, technically, when it comes to hockey, he's stronger than Kid for sure. I mean, not Kid, then Killer. Then Law, my bad. I'm sorry, I'm messing up the words. I think Zoro actually is the second strongest hockey user in the crew in the supernovas. Because I think Luffy and Zoro have just been honing their haki. Luffy was trained by Rayleigh, Zoro was trained by Mihawk. But Zoro, compared to the other three, does not have a devil fruit. Actually, every single one of these guys have devil fruits, except Zoro and Killer. So because of that, they have a slight advantage, but Zoro's haki like pretty much matches theirs, maybe even better. I think only Luffy in this screen has stronger haki than Zoro. But Law, as we saw, I would say technique. Zoro has better technique than most of these guys too. But Law, as we saw in Dressrosa, he was out here moving. Room. And freaking Sting. And then bro, Law had such... He is the best user for his devil fruit. He's a top surgeon. And he knows the body in and out. He healed himself of the white lead disease, which was a fatal disease his country had, where they killed everybody off because of the disease. It did not spread, but the government, being the government, acted like it was like a contagious coronavirus type disease. So Law was able to cure coronavirus, pretty much. So just alone of that, he might be SS. Because if Law was here, we would be out of this corona pandemic. But yeah, I think it's safe to put Law at S, right above Zoro. And now, that's my tier list. But now I'm gonna fix it up. I lied to you guys. I don't think Apu is that strong. I honestly think I'm gonna put him A. Before I put him C. If you guys looked at my Supernova tier list, I put him so low that I thought he was dog shit. I don't think Rouge is not Rouge. I don't think Apu is a bad character. I'm just not a fan of his design. Even though it's kind of cool as a unique design, it's just his personality is kind of weird to me. I'm not a big fan of it. I like when he says "CHECKERRRR." That's the only thing I know him saying. And he's just weird. He's just one of those characters that, at least for me, I just don't like, for personal reasons. But before I had him at C, but I put him easily at A. And I'm gonna put him actually. Okay, I'm not gonna do this. This is tough. Okay, these are interchangeable. Beige and Apu are interchangeable, but I think everybody above him is stronger. Now Uroge, he gets gassed up a lot, but I think just for feet, I'm gonna put him right next. I think he might be the strongest in A. I think Killer or Drake might be stronger, but Uroge having the Retribution, he actually has a feat more so than everybody else besides Apu, where Uroge actually took out a Sweet Commander from Big Mom's Pirates. So that alone, I think Orochi is safely at A. I don't think he's in S. I feel like everybody in S and SS are easily beating him. Well, I'm not gonna say easily, but they can handle it. Mid-diff, minimum. But yeah, I think that's my tier list. I guess I didn't need to see. I'll leave the link for the tier list for you guys if you guys want to do it, and if you want to comment it, feel free to do so. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.